Okay, okay, okay. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hold Okay. Hold on. Okay, guys. Here's what it is. I invited my good friend. I invited my good friend Roxy, Foxy, to tell you about her channel and her content. Roxy, Foxy, to tell you. Hello, Yuri. How are you? I'm glad to see you. Thanks for stopping by. What's up? Yeah, yeah. So, what did you do today, Yuri? Oh, you went to your, okay. You went out with the family. That's cool. That's a cool thing to do. That's a very cool thing. Yeah, that's a very cool thing to do. Yeah, I'm looking for my friend to pop up. You know. Yeah, I gave her the. Yeah, make sure you like, share, and make sure you like and share the broadcast. I mean, every little bit counts. Yeah, like I said, um, you guys, when you get a chance, check out my friend Roxy Foxy's broadcast. Check out her broadcast channel. She has some great content on there. You know, it's a good thing. So, I mean, it's a good. I mean, this person is good. So, hey, Roxy, what's up? Yeah, you. I wanted the people to know about your channel. So, what's up? What's up?
Hi, Green Ranger.
Yeah, what's going on? I wanted them to know about your channel. So, if you want to explain, about your channel. Hey, Yeah. So what's up?
Nothing much, you.
Not much. You want to explain to everybody about your channel? This is a good way to, you know, get everybody to sub to your channel.
Yeah,
I figure this will be a better way for you to explain to everyone about your channel. To explain your content.
yeah.
Go for it.
Hey, everybody. My name is Roxy Foxy, and my channel is Roxy Foxy 92. It's on YouTube, and my content is everything what I do as a furry. It's on YouTube, and my content is everything what I do as a furry.
And you know, um, it's about your everyday life, right? Like,
Yes.
yeah. And I was wondering, um, it's a good thing that you do these things about your life, because not too many people will do that. So it's a good
Well,
thing.
and I'm a Christian furry, so it's rare
I mean,
for a furry to be a Christian because other furries are non-Christian.
yeah, I figured that, but it's a good thing that you do things about your life. I mean, not many people will do that, but
Y- Yeah, and go out in public as a furry.
hey, man, I don't judge anybody. I try like to be friends with everyone, and I just try to, you know, just tell people if you wanna do it, go for it. I try to encourage
Yeah,
people. Yeah, like I'm trying to
take
do.
a
You know,
take a risk.
yeah, take a risk. And you know, and my friend here, she had this Etsy store where she sold stickers that she made, like these digital stickers. And you know, I would let you. I'm gonna let her tell you about it in case you're interested. They're like little emotes you can purchase for your phone or your computer or whatever electrical device that you work on.
Yeah, so I have stickers, but um I closed my Etsy shop and I'm stopping my Cash App and PayPal. But if you guys want a sticker pack of stickers, I could definitely send you. If you live in international, I can still do international mailing and just tell Green Ranger what your address is, and may he'll let me know what your guys' address and first name and last name, and I'll definitely send you stickers that I used to have on my Etsy shop.
Yeah, mm, and this is what it is. She does these videos about her personal life, and what it's about is it's just her every day interacting in the world as a furry, and
And
I
doing
gotta
events
give her,
with other furries.
yes, I gotta give her kudos because not everybody would do that. So, you know, all I'm saying is not everybody would do that. So, you know, you're a very brave person to go out, you know, because people, I don't know about them, but I don't do it. But I know people make fun of furries and stuff like that. I
Yeah,
have a
especially there's
friend.
people that are anti furries.
I have a friend that is a furry, and she does go out in public, you know, to do things as a furry. She takes her kids out on Halloween, when she's in her furry persona, you know,
Yeah.
and she trick or treats with them, and and they interact with other furries. You know, it's basically a normal thing. She
Yeah.
has furry birthday parties for her kids' friends and her kids, so it's basically normal. There's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with it, you know, and
Mhm.
I see nothing wrong with just being you. That's just you being you. So
Yeah, and normal people like to come up to me and ask me to hug them because they think I'm like a big stuffed animal to them.
yeah, I know the kids do it too, don't they?
And
Especially the kids.
older.
Yeah, I know. I was in Target one day, um, shopping for earbuds, and I had seen this furry. I walked past her for the first time, and I waved at her, and she waved back. So I went back to her, and I was talking to her. I stayed with her a half an hour, and this kid comes up, and he's hugging her leg, and he wants to talk to her, and she picks him
No.
up, holds him, and she's playing with him, and it's a very normal thing. I mean, like,
Mhm.
and people take pictures with her.
Mhm.
It's a crazy. I mean, other people are anti-furry, but it's a large community that aren't, and I see that,
Well, if they're
and
actually anti-furries, they're probably actually a fan. They just don't want to in a minute.
and but I often see people who like furries, and they come
Yeah.
up and they have their little furry figurines with them, and everything,
Mhm.
and they want to take pictures with this one. I
Yeah.
mean, it's not. I mean, it's not a big. It's like to her, it makes her happy to do this. So what I
Yeah,
usually
it
do is,
makes me happy since I'm just a stay-at-home wife.
yeah, when I'm in, like, if I'm in Target or something, and I see her, I'll give her a wave, and I go back there, and ask her how she is, ask her how her day is, just basic stuff. You know, you'd be
Yeah.
surprised that how saying hi to a person can brighten their day. You
Mhm.
know, me, I don't know her personally, but I usually just go up to her and say hello. She has she has like this blue. She's like this blue. What do you call it? She's this blue. It looks like some sort of a Care Bear type furry thing, and
Mm.
it's a cute head. It's like a Care Bear,
Oh,
and
like
it's
Grumpy
really,
Bear?
no, like the bear has like a smile, and like it just looks cool.
Oh yeah, I've seen furries that are bears.
I mean, she's not. I mean, she wasn't in the first time I saw her. She was in full furry costume, and it was like on Halloween. And what I
Yeah.
do is, if I'm walking past her house, I'll like, I'll like wave to her, or I go up and say hi to her, you know, and her husband gets a kick out of it because what I'll do is I'll dress up like what I do is I'll dress up like a mental patient, and I'll go up in my bloody clothes, and I'd stand on her porch and just do the groan thing, and the kids love it. The kids love it. They get a kick, and she goes, "Are you gonna do it this year?" I said, "I might. You never know. I might just pop up and walk down the street as a zombie or something, like Night of the Living Dead. Like, one time I walked up behind this lady and I hugged her, and she turned around and I was like, brains, and she nearly lost her mind. But she got a kick out of it. It was totally cool. You should
Hmm.
have seen her face. I mean, she kind of got a kick out of it. She was like, she wasn't afraid of me. She just kind of laughed and was like, "Oh damn, oh damn." Yeah, she didn't bring it out of me. But this is the thing. She got a kick out of it. And her husband comes up a few seconds later, goes, don't I know you? I said, yeah, man. Don't you know me? Yeah, you're the security guard at the Target. How you doing, buddy? He goes, oh, it's you. Damn. And we're talking, right? He goes, damn, man, your zombie looked just too damn real. Because I had like the mock blood coming out of my mouth and the guts hanging off my neck and all that. It looks kind of cool. But we got a kick out of it. I mean, you'd be surprised at how much people get kicks out of little things. I mean, but those anti furries that say they're not fans is not true
Yeah.
because I've been like I like furries. I like people in general. That's me. If I
Yeah,
see a
same here.
furry, if I see a furry, I walk up to it and go, "So how's your day going?" Just strike up a conversation, and the person will go,
Uh-huh.
even though she doesn't know me or he doesn't know me, he go, "Wow, my day is kind of cool." You know, um, I took pictures with kids the other day, and it was kind of crazy because I was only just walking around the market. All of a sudden, these kids start following me. I was like, "Oh, yeah, that works." Because he turns around and he got these two little kids right behind him, walking, and her and their mom is not too far behind them. So they all take pictures, and I'm
Yeah.
standing there like this. What the heck? Hold up. My friend was like, Randy, I know that's a furry if I'm not mistaken. I said, yeah, that's one of those Care Bear furries, I think. And we walked over to her. We gave her like a special high, and I did
Yeah.
one of those. I got I got next to her, right, and I did that Family Guy thing. You ever heard that character Herbert the Pervert? He's like a
Yeah.
Family Guy
I've
character.
seen Family Guy. I've seen
Yes,
like all the episodes.
I walk up behind her and I go, ooh, look at the Care Bear. Come here, little she her husband. Let me tell you, her husband was kind of shook up when I did the voice, right? So he goes,
Yeah.
"So you work for the Family Guy production, huh?" I go, "Well, no, I'm a YouTuber." And he goes, "Oh, damn, you're that guy from." I said, "Don't say it, don't say it." Yeah, I'm trying to get him not to say it, and he says it, and this kid heard him and went to the other aisle, and they bought back friends, and I'm like, "This, oh damn, look what you started! Look what you started!" You know. And we're each trying to get to a door so we can get outside. We
Yeah.
don't make it. We don't make it, so we have to take pictures with the kids. And I'm holding the kid up, and one lady wanted me to record ringtones for her phone. I stood there for like a half an hour, doing just doing Family Guy phrases, like you know, like
Yeah.
one time I walked up to this guy. This guy gave me $20 to walk up to his wife and go, "Ooh, sticky buns," and she turned around. I was right there. I just waved at her. Yeah, it was crazy. You'd be amazed. People ask me to do weird stuff when I'm out. It was crazy, and all I was there to do was get earbuds. I think I got a pack of batteries,
Yeah.
charge cable, and something else. And this one guy, just as I was getting to the register to pay for my stuff, right? I go to take the money out of my wallet. He goes, "No, I got this." And he puts the money down on the counter. He actually pays for my stuff, right?
That's
And
nice.
I'm looking back at him. I'm like, "Well, thank you." And the guy goes, "You're welcome." He goes to walk by, and I go, "Well, thank you, young man." And he turns around and he literally smiles and walks out the door. And I'm like, okay. So it's it's crazy how many people actually get me. How many people actually catch me doing stuff,
Yeah.
get me to do stuff. I was at the gas station. Well, you ever heard of this guy, Stanley Dutt? He's on he's on YouTube sometimes. He's on YouTube, but he's on like what do you call it, Instagram sometimes.
Yeah. I
You ever
always
hear
hear
of him?
Dee Dee talk about Stanley, and I'm
He goes,
like, who?
uh, hello, Roxy. Hi, I'm Stanley Dutt, and I would like to say good morning to you. And I really don't like the way my friends treat me. They they disrespect me so much, and that's how he sounds. That's
Yeah.
his voice. That's his voice.
Yeah.
And you'd be surprised that one guy gave me $30 just to do his voice and talk to his wife, just like Stanley Dutt. And I'm standing there like dumbfounded because he gives me this money and he asks me, and then he says, there's my teenage daughter. She would get a kick if you just walk up there and do that, you know. And I go and I walk up there and I'm just walking and I walk to her and I go, well, how you doing? And she goes, oh, I'm doing fine, sir. And just as she walks by me, I go, hey, sweetie, by the way, you look good in them jeans. And she turned around and smiled at me. That's another $30. Dude, you'd be amazed at you'd be amazed at why people actually get me doing stuff. Sometimes I
Well,
don't
yeah,
even
you
want to
do a
do it.
good impression.
Yeah, sometimes I don't even want to do it, but sometimes you can't disappoint the kids, you know. And I
Yeah.
do this thing where I walk by and I go, the kids, I got this one kid, and she goes, Mom, you ever heard you watch Family Guy? She goes, Mom, I'm a bumblebee. So I pick her up and I'm walking down the aisle going, buzz, buzz, buzz. And I'm like, and I'm doing this, and the mother is looking at me like, oh man, oh man. So are you free to do a birthday party next week? I'm like, I don't even know what I'm doing. And she suckers me into doing a birthday. I'm sitting there with a stuffed Snoopy on my lap, telling stories, not the grim fairy
Yeah.
tale type story. I'm sitting there telling like the Walt Disney version of Pinocchio and Cinderella. I'm like this. Wow, what am I doing here? Why am I doing this? And for the life of me, I couldn't figure out why am I doing this again? What am I doing? And the
It's
lady
for the
goes,
kids and the parents that watch Family Guy.
yeah, and the lady goes, why why is he doing this? And I'm sitting there doing all these things. And the lady goes, he'll do it in just a minute. And she comes over and she goes, so do it. And I do this joke that Herbert the Pervert did, the one that they don't show on Family Guy.
Yeah.
I'm sure you heard this joke. He goes, hey, Peter, you want to play postman? I'll let you knock twice. Pucker up, sucker. And I give the lady a kiss on the cheek. All of a sudden, everybody's looking at me like, I'll be damned. And the guy is looking at me like, okay, okay, that's a little too real. Uh, We're not having more of that. And the guy walks over and he goes, we have kids here. And I go, well, you started it. And I'm going on. And just, and just as he walks away, he turns around and I go, I hate you. Dude, as soon as I did that, he just turned around and goes, oh, you watch Looney Tunes, huh? My kids watch that, by the way. I go, okay, okay. By the way, I'm not the guy who does that. Don't get me sued. So he goes, and you'd be amazed. His daughter actually sat on my lap and ate cake and ice cream. Dude,
No.
I'm there with a kid in my lap eating cake and ice cream. And I'm sitting there and she goes, so, the mother goes, so what are you doing next week? And I go, oh, I think, what is next week, by the way? Oh, oh, it's the 30th of next month. Oh, damn, I gotta work. And she goes, and she looks at her calendar and she goes, well, I'll see you on the 30th. I said, damn, you're the person I'm working for. Next thing you know, I'm at her house. You'd be amazed. And I don't even be looking for these things to happen. They just happen, so that's, I mean, this YouTube thing is kind of new for me. I mean, if it was anybody else, I wouldn't do it. But it's for you, and you're my new friend, and I want everybody to know about your channel, so they can subscribe to you,
Yeah.
and you can get subs, and you know, this could be a monetizing thing for you. You can monetize your channel and stuff. Like
Yeah.
you have Twitter. Why don't you uh advertise your channel on your Twitter? I mean, like, put the link to your channel on your Twitter. That's the way you
I
get subs.
do. Yeah, I
Um,
do.
and just write ads. I mean, I showed you one of the ads I did, but you'd be amazed at how strange ads I get. There's one I showed you the ad that I did for this one. Like, oh Lord, I'm
Uh-huh.
embarrassed. I showed you that one, and I was embarrassed too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of had to not look at the screen and type that. So I'm
It's
like,
all right.
okay. I'm like, okay. And she goes, her husband looks at it and goes, I think we'll use you again. I said, okay. Okay. He goes, how much is that going? He goes, oh, how much is that going to cost? I said, man, don't worry about it. It's on me, man. You know? And I'm sitting there wondering, should I have done that ad? Now, all of a sudden, I go outside and I'm going to the store with one of my friends, and I'm holding her daughter. And we're walking in. We're just about to get breakfast. Walking into McDonald's, and I'm playing with the kid at the table, and the guy behind the counter goes, um, "Excuse me, can you come here for a second? Don't I know you?" I was like, "No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't." Right? I'm trying to convince him. His friend next to him goes, "Yeah, I know him too. Yeah. My brother says he worked. My brother says he was at Target the other day. Oh, yeah. By the way, yeah, that is him." I'm like this. Oh, dang. I can't escape you people. Yeah. And I'll be damned if she didn't come over to the table just to hear me say such stupid things like she had on this shirt, her uniform shirt, a little too tight. So I walk over and I do this that cowboy thing too. I go, well, damn, honey, put the cannons away. Don't shoot me, baby. Damn, honey. I didn't do nothing. I swear. She was just a friend, And all of a sudden, ooh, by the way, don't do that public, because yeah, that gets me in a whole bunch. Luckily, my friend is single, and
Yeah.
luckily, the boss wasn't there when I pulled that little trick because he
Yeah,
kind of
you don't want to get banned by
nah, he wouldn't have banned
McDonald's.
people. No, he doesn't ban people. He just kind of tried to sucker me into doing things for him. Like one
Yeah.
time, he brought a kid in. And his kid had this birthday party. I'm sitting there. Oh God, oh God, I pay somebody for this really have to be here. And lo and behold, I'm thinking nothing bad could ever happen. And what happens? One kid comes in, two, three, and I'm like this. I'm here by myself. I got this one stuffed animal, and I got all these kids sitting there looking at me. And I'm thinking, is this the end? Will he get killed? We'll see. That's what I'm thinking. And all of a sudden, lo and behold, here comes the manager. Excuse me, sir.
Oh.
Excuse me, sir. By the way, I know you're just a customer, but I really would appreciate it if you would stay a little late for me, cause we got a birthday party at like 6, and our entertainment hadn't come. And I was like this, dude. What am I supposed to do? What you want me to do? Light fireworks in the parking lot? What? And he goes, well, why don't you do what you're doing right now? And I go, oh, and what am I doing right now? And he goes, uh, wait a minute. I'll be right back. He goes all the way to the back, and he goes and he gets me this stuffed grimace, right? He puts it on my lap and he goes, now, why don't you do what you did? I said, don't even mention that because that was a one time thing. He goes, I was only gonna mention what you did at the Christmas party last year. I was like, damn, how did you know? Come to find out, his nephew worked at the store that I was in. I wasn't working there. I just happened to stop in for a cup of coffee on the way home from work. And I did something really foolish and should never have done. And yeah, that's how it happened. Yeah, don't ever do that. Yeah, yeah, I actually did that. Yeah, I actually did this in McDonald's. I'm sitting at a table, and the girl comes over. She's wiping tables off, and well, I go, well, damn, honey, ain't you just the cutest thing? How you doing? Why don't you come on over here and talk to me for a minute? Pull up a seat. I'm sure your boss won't mind. And I look at her boss and I kind of wink at him. And I'm talking to her, and she goes, she goes, well, you're going to get me fired. I said, well, your boss don't mind. I said, you don't mind, do you? He's looking at me like, considering what you did for me a couple of months ago, she's all yours, buddy. I'm like, okay. So we're talking. And next thing I know, he goes, well, he's looking around. I'm thinking, please don't have any kids come. And I look at my watch. I'm like, oh, it's 3 o'clock. Time for the kids to get out of school. Time for me to get out of here. So I get up and I'm walking through the door. Lo and behold, a bunch of parents come in with their kids. And I kind of run to the register real quick. I'm like, yeah, can I get a cup of coffee and a couple of them Danishes back there? Put them in a bag and yeah, don't even heat them up. Just throw them in the bag. Let's go, right? So I didn't even get a chance to pay. He just kind of rung them up. Ding, ding, ding. Go ahead, go, go, go. So I didn't get any chance to go out the front door. I jumped the counter and went out the back door. Kind of escaped real quick. Yeah, because you don't want to get caught. Yeah, you don't want to get caught in a mob full of kids and you have to be in the middle of that.
Yeah.
Not, yeah. I'm sure you, as a furry, that has happened to you plenty of times. Cause trust me, I know furries, boy. They attract kids like candy. They attract kids like candy at Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it happens to you. Yeah, I could tell by the smile you're giving me under the little furry mask in the video. And boy, you have a cute smile. I like that.
Thank you.
I love it when people smile at me. It just kind of makes me want to do stuff. Boy, I tell you, people will often come to your channel. I mean, when you do your channels, your videos, and because I've seen your content and it's pretty good, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll tell you, it's pretty good and it's family friendly. You know, it's about your life. I like that too. I also like that pink furry head. It reminds me of a cartoon I used to watch as a kid. What the hell was the name of that cartoon? Oh, oh, it was the fox. Oh yeah, that fox. That yeah, the fox. He had a friend that was a female dog or something, and the dog would come and they would play in the woods. That kind. I think it was the Fox and the Hound from Disney. Yeah,
Oh
that
yeah, I love that
that
movie.
that cartoon came out. I remember the cartoon well because it came out in 1954, and I watched it in 1978,
Hmm.
and I loved it. That's why I like your fox because it looks just like the fox in that cartoon.
Yeah.
Oh, and I love it. It brings back memories, though. I love that cartoon. Everybody likes that cartoon.
Hmm.
My niece even likes it. When I was over there, what was it? Last I think it was last summer. We watched a cartoon on DVD. She goes, by the way, Uncle Randy, don't you know? I said, don't even start. No, I'm not taking you back to Target because every time you see that furry, you want to take a picture with it. No, 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 no. Oh, and usually 30 minutes turn into 2 hours. I know it's a pain in the neck to do that for the kids, but you know me, I can't say no. I, sometimes I'll do like little goofy things when they take pictures of the furry. Like I walked up behind this one furry, right? Just as she was standing there with the kid, the kid, she had her arms, she had her like the kid in her arms, and I walked up to her, and I walked up and I put my arm around her and I said, "Well, how you doing, cutie?" And she goes, "Oh my god," she got a kick out of it. Hey, she got a kick out of it. Furries are great on Halloween too. They give the best candy. But
Yeah,
it's
I'll be
true.
handing out candy at my door. I'll be dressed
It's
as a furry maid.
they get yeah. By the way, I like the furry. Very nice. Very nice. I like that. What did you draw that by the way?
No,
Oh, I was about to say, if you drew that, you should be working with this.
no, I
You
had
need to be.
artists. I
Oh,
had
you got.
artists do this and AI stuff.
Oh, I was about to say you should be working for Disney though if you doing all that.
I love going to Disneyland. I never get
Me,
tired.
me, I kind of shy away from Disney sometimes because people want me to do some weird stuff. Like this one lady, she would not stop. She would stop me in the middle of the street. One day she, one day she stopped me in the middle of the street. I'm right around the corner from my aunt's house. She goes, "So now I have you, uh, and I happen to know you're free today. Would you like to do me a favor?" And I'm thinking to myself, "Oh man, this can't be good for you." We get to her house. Oh Lord. We get to her house, right? I walk in, I'm expecting a bunch of men and women drinking coffee and doing all this. She's hosting a furry get together, and she and her husband, and they're in these furry masks and whatnot, and doing all that, and everybody's having a great time. And I'm standing there and I'm thinking to myself, oh damn. I'm thinking to myself, oh damn, you guys are like real furry, huh? And she goes, yeah, we're furry, and we just saw you and we wanted you here to, hang with us. And I'm like, okay, I'm hanging.
That's
So
nice.
what would you like me to do for you? you know, and know, we basically sat there and they told me about what they do with furries, and because me, I'm very interested in what you guys do. because not to be, like that, but I'm very interested. I'm one of those people that if you see me in the street, I'm one of those people that will approach you and say, "Well, I'm interested in what you guys do. So what are you doing now?" Something like that.
Yeah.
And the lady says, "Oh, we hold like furry parties for kids, and we do toy, and these people actually do this. They do toys for tots and junk like that. And at Christmas time, they do that. They actually
Mm,
go and they wrap toys for kids, and and me myself, I'm thinking to myself, I'm thinking, wow. And next thing I know, this lady shows up and she says to me, she says, since we're doing toys for tots and everything, we would love for you to actually be in on our little, and we wanted you to, can you go with us to wrap? I said, I don't know how to wrap toys. I mean, what do you think I am? One of Santa's little elves or something? I mean, like what? And she goes, well, you don't have to wrap anything. All we want you to do is that, dude. They had me standing at the door handing out candy canes to kids that walk in and out of the store. That's it.
that's nice.
Handing out candy canes and smiling. And one kid wanted me to take her back and let her sit on Santa's lap and take pictures with him and all kinds. You'd be amazed at what those kids wanted me.
Yeah.
But they're good people, those furries. And I'm just thrilled. But you people, you people out there, you make sure you subscribe to her channel because she has great content. She does travel videos. You know. She does it, and when she does this stuff, I mean, she does it of her own free time. And this is actually her. This is the legendary Roxy Foxy.
Yep,
That
this is my
cute little.
voice.
She's a cute little furry that I know, and she smiles very, and she makes me get that very, very, very devilish grin. No, but yeah, yeah, you'd be amazed at how many people ask me to do that. Dude. It is so creepy. Adults out in the street ask me to do that. Just be amazed. Have you ever
I
been
bet
on
you
that
could do
street?
the I bet you could do the voice of I'm Batman.
I'm Batman. And the first thing they ask me is, "Excuse me, this one guy, you can tell he's a stoner. Excuse me, dude. Yeah, I know that there's a Target over there, but excuse me, but do you know where the 7-Eleven is, dude? I kind of misplaced my car." I'm like, dude, do you know you're a mile away from 7-Eleven? You're like 8 blocks away. It's down that light, turn right, and walk up to the next block. And he goes, "Oh wow, dude, thanks." I'm like, uh, where did excuse me, but where do I know you from? "Oh man, don't you know? Oh, remember the Texaco last week? Oh, I'm the guy with the yellow." I said, "Oh damn, not the yellow gremlin." "Yeah, man, that's me." I was like, "Oh damn, I just stepped back to 1960." Yeah, he was actually driving a yellow gremlin with red
Mm,
racing stripes. Dude, I haven't
that's
seen one of them
pretty.
in a while. It's wild. And all I can do is laugh. But the car ran and he got, he found it. And I was glad that he did it. You know. But the one thing that gets me is how did he end up 8 blocks away from the 7-Eleven? Not unless he was walking and didn't know where he was going. I mean, he was practically around the corner from where I was going. And I was
Yeah.
thinking to myself, well, wow, uh, isn't it, aren't you supposed to be? And he goes, well, yeah, dude, I have to find a car because my boss is waiting on me. I'm supposed to be there at like 5 o'clock, and I'm like, dude, do you know it's 6:30? You're an hour and 30 minutes late. You want to call your boss? He goes, dude, can I borrow a nickel or a quarter or something? I said, here, man, can you use my cell? It's quicker. He's dialing his boss, and his boss goes, oh, you're an hour and 30 minutes late. What are we gonna do? Next thing you know, the boss goes, by the way, I'm pulling up to this light. It's this guy in this Hawaiian shirt. He goes, oh, dude, that's me. We turn around. He's just stopping in front of us. Like, there's your ride to work. Uh, I'll see you this afternoon. And he goes, oh, yeah, thanks, man. He gets to his car and he picks his car up from 7-Eleven, him and his boss, and they're driving back to the thing. And I'm already at my destination. So we go to the McDonald's, and he goes, hey, dude, can I take your order? I'm like, oh, see, damn, why'd I have to meet you? Damn, again, what? Do I owe you money? I just asked him, do I owe you money? Why do I keep seeing you? What? He goes, nah, dude, nah. By the way, the reason why we know each other is because remember my girlfriend? I think you know her. I said, oh, you're Mr. I said, oh, damn, you're Mr. Oh, see, how do I know? He goes, well, my girlfriend is the cashier at Target. I'm like, damn, that's how I know you. Oh, just tell your kid I said hi, okay? Confidentially, I didn't even know he had a kid. He brought up his girlfriend. I was trying to get out of the
Mm,
store. You
yeah.
know? Yeah. I know people kind of come up to you and ask you to take pictures with them and their children. Because furries run into that. Trust me.
I haven't had any pictures with children yet.
Really? You? Come on.
Yeah,
But but you're so cute though.
I know,
You
but
got
I
the
haven't
little
had any
furry,
pictures with children yet.
you got the little furry head on and everything.
Yeah, I
Shoot,
haven't had any pictures with little kids yet.
they probably come up to you and they probably be like, "Hey, mom, there's the fox and the fox in the hound. Let's go get it. Come on, mom, let's go." You're probably like, "Oh, dang, you here?"
Hello?
And I'm thinking to myself, "Oh, damn, yes, it happened. It actually happened. It glitched, but lo and behold, I'm okay."
All
So
right.
what So what exactly happened with your channel and why aren't you getting subs? I've seen other channels with furries and they do get subs, trust me. Yeah.
I don't know.
Or is see, I know people and they do this thing for shock value. So, you know, if this helps you get subs, I'm all for it. Yeah. I do it. Hey, 'cause you are cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is
Thank
cute.
you.
Yeah, it's better than robbing gas stations, trust me. No,
No.
especially, I remember when I used to have to dress up as the Easter Bunny. I kind of hated that, though. I hated that. I hated it. Can you imagine dressing up as the Easter Bunny and having to go to somebody's school and do like this Easter thing when you walk around giving kids Easter candy and those
Yeah.
little eggs full of candy and whatnot? It's not as if it was a bad thing. Yeah, sometimes I liked it, sometimes I didn't. Sometimes you had parents that look at you like, excuse me, sir, uh, this is your day job, isn't it? And I go, nope. Why are you here? I said, hey man, I'm the Easter Bunny. Don't you recognize me? See, I got the furry little tail and I'm hopping around. And the guy goes, well, what's your day job? And I look at him and I go, please don't make me describe my day job. And he goes, well, why don't you want to tell me what your day job is? So I walk over to his wife and I go, you know what? You're really cute. I'll see you after the show. And I kind of walk away from her. And
Oh.
she's laughing, right? And the guy goes, but damn, donut. Oh, see, oh, see. And I go, that's my day job. And he goes, oh, wow, wow. Actually, that was my day job to literally, make life uncomfortable. Yeah, because I did work for McDonald's when I was younger, but you know, what I did was I would I would walk up, and this is what I did. This is why the boss actually did this to me around Christmas time. I walked up to a I walked up to a girl, right? She goes, this was a little girl by the way. She goes, it's a shame I couldn't meet Grimace. So I go in the back and I put on the Grimace costume and I come waddling up and I go, help me, Ronald. And I'm waddling back and forth, you know, and she's happy, really happy about it, and I had my pictures taken with her and things like that. And the boss goes, wow. So you actually did that for me? And I said, no, I did it for the kids. I didn't do it for you. And her mother actually got a picture of me standing out in the Grimace costume, holding her kid, and the kid got this great big smile, right? And I'm holding her, and she goes, "So, I know that you really didn't have to do this. I appreciate it. Uh, by the way, do you work tomorrow?" And I go, "Yeah, if tomorrow's Friday, yeah, I work at like 5 o'clock." She goes, I'll be here for breakfast. Like, okay, dude, this is a woman who calls me up on a job, orders her breakfast beforehand, before she gets there. I'll have 2 eggs sunny side up, and like 2 sausage links, and do you have those cute little tarts that you? I said, oh yeah, the Danishes, yeah, we got those. She goes, oh, yes, and fix my husband the same thing. And he goes, and she goes, oh, yeah, my husband's a diabetic. And I go, oh, yeah, you want the diabetic breakfast? That's fine. Oh, yeah, we'll have 1 DB to go. We get their breakfast, right? And the woman comes up, and I got their breakfast warming and warm, right? And the kid comes in, I got to make the kid happy. So I run in the back while my buddy's covering, and I do a quick change. And I come out in the granite suit. The kid comes up and hugs me, and I pick her up and I carry her to the table. And we're like, me and the kid, we're talking. We're like literally talking. And she goes, she goes, she goes, I don't want to go to school, Grimace. Can I come and stay with you here? And I go, well, no, because you don't want to be here, Grimace, do you? I gotta go back to McDonald's. And she goes, oh, and I go, I feel really bad right now for the kid.
Oh. Oh.
See, I feel really bad for her. So her mom comes in, and her mom goes, she really doesn't want to school today. So how about we? And I go, no problem, no problem. So I go in the back and I do a quick change back in the uniform. I come back out and I go, since I'm here already, And I'm already in uniform. And I go, sure, you can stay with. I go, sure, you can stay with me. It's not a problem. You know, you know. And the little kid goes, well, the little kid goes, where did Grimace go? And I kind of look down at her and well, Grimace had to go home right now, but he did ask me to stay with you. And she goes, really? Yeah. And I stay with her, and you know, I only was supposed to stay until 3. This kid ended up
Yeah.
leaving at 6 o'clock in the evening, which
Mm.
means I had which means I had to give it dinner. I didn't mind that. It's easy to feed a kid. Easy. Happy Meal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she loves the Happy Meal, and I gave her a lot of McDonald's land toys and whatnot. You know, usual thing. But we usually have like this guy come in, like he's a furry, just like you. You know, but except when you go out, it's just the head, right? When you go out, it's just your head that you had the furry dog,
Yeah.
right?
The head
This
and the tail.
guy, yeah, but this guy, he shows up. He comes in our store. It's around Christmas time. He shows up as a white polar bear with a Christmas Santa cap on, green scarf, right? And he goes, Mary. He looks at the kid and he goes, Merry Christmas, darling. And he gives her a bag of Hershey's Kisses that he got from behind the counter. You know, that we always give the kids, Christmas time, you know. And she loves it. She loved to come to our store every year for Christmas. And it kind of
Mm.
got me. Now, when I see a kid, if I'm working at McDonald's or something like that, I got coupon books. I'll like sign them and give them to the kids. Like sign them,
Yeah.
and give 'em to the kids. And they get and with these coupon books, they get like free things like milkshakes and burgers. You know, you
Mm.
can get Happy Meals with toys and whatnot.
Yeah.
Give 'em to the kids. But you know, you got some people, and I try to discourage this because kids really do like furries. I'm not going to tell you, kids really like furries. Trust me, I know these things.
Yeah.
And yeah, this one kid, she would have loved to see that pink box head of yours. She loves
Yeah.
furry. I mean, dude, this guy came in with that polar bear suit on and had the green scarf on and the Santa hat. I was no more good after that. I hope you know. I'm good after that. And that me and this guy, we're still friends to this day, though, actually, because his granddaughter was the person that I fed ice cream and cake to that kept me out all day that day because she had to have a birthday party.
Yeah.
Boy, boy, I hate when people have little kids. They make me do stuff. Yes, yeah. Oh, don't tell me that the little kids don't come up and want to pet your furry head, and take pictures with your little self. Yes, it happens. It happens to my buddy all the time. My friend Samantha, she dresses up as a My Little Furry Pony. I think the character is called Rainbow Dash. I think she has like this Rainbow Dash pony head that she
Mm.
wears. One time she showed up in full costume. This was around Halloween, and I happened to be coming down the street, and she said, "Boy, it would go over big if you." I said, "No, I won't do that because last time we did that, we had a house full of kids." Yeah, I didn't know this kid. I didn't know this woman had kids to begin with. We're friends, but when we became friends, I never met her children until that day. I
Mm.
didn't know. I didn't even know people were allowed to have that. Mm. She had 3 boys, 3 girls. She had all together. She had 6.
Hmm.
And all the while, I'm praying, please don't let kids back. Please don't let one. Lo and behold, one of them recognized me from being in McDonald's, and I just happened to be sweeping the floor. So she looks over at me. She smiles. And she goes. She looks at me. She goes, "You're the Happy Meal guy, aren't you?" I look at her and I go, "Yes." And she goes, "So, I like it when you give us Happy Meals." I said, "Yeah, I had to give you a Happy Meal, because that's what I'm supposed to do. That's my job. I give you Happy." She goes, "Really? So your job is to give us Happy Meals, and oh, and you take pictures with us too?" I go, "No, that's free." Which in reality, yes, they made me take pictures with them.
Hmm.
My boss actually was that mean to me and made me take pictures. So yeah, my boss was a nice person. She just she was a school teacher. She didn't want to disappoint the kids, and you know how them
Yeah.
school teachers are. They see kids and they, "Oh, do this for the kid." And I'm like, "Oh God, no." But I'm supposed to
Yeah.
go home in like 5 minutes. She goes, "I'm sure your," she goes, "I'm sure your mother will understand." Oh God. Yeah, at the time I was staying with my mom. She goes, "I'm sure your mother will understand." And I'm looking to myself like, "Oh." And she goes, "Well, since you're not doing anything, by the way, since I know you work in McDonald's, would you," and she goes, "would you mind doing me a favor?" And I said, "But I don't," she goes, "but you'll need a uniform." And I said, "I just happen to have one in my backpack." Get you. "Well, could you do," and I said, "Oh, see, now I gotta go and do a quick change, right?" She goes, yeah, 'cause it would look weird you flipping burgers in your street clothes, look like you just came from school." I said, "Well, dang, okay, well, I do." So I run back there real quick and I do a quick change. I barely got my shirt on, and then I got my cap on coming out, you know. Lo and behold, I'm back flipping burgers, looking around, praying that nobody knows, praying that nobody from my school comes in. Lo and behold, here comes the furries. Here comes the furries. There's a whole lot of those people. You get My Little Ponies, Care Bears, Snoopy. One guy came in as Snoopy. He had the full Snoopy costume, the head and
Yeah.
everything. Yeah, so now you know how I feel. The Snoopy. And he comes in and he goes, "Yes, you wouldn't mind if me and my friends come in and we order stuff, and you know I'm thinking it's just a little of them. It's like 15, 16 people." I said, "Dad, how many friends do you got?" For real. I mean, I didn't know you people had such a large community. Good Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it, like a club you belong to, or what?
Um, my group is called the Mile High Furries, and they all meet in Colorado.
Oh, they all meet in Colorado. What, and you're
Yeah.
just the president of the chapter out here, right?
Yeah.
Right. Figures it figures. Yeah. They probably come up to you. They probably come up to you like, "Well, how you doing, Mr. Prince? Uh, yeah. By the way, I got this guy that I especially like the gay furries because they make me laugh. By the way, they do.
Yeah.
They make me laugh. This furry that I met, his name is Jack. He comes along. He goes, "Oh, hi. My name is Jack. And yes, I know you recognize my pony head. Oh, this is my pony head. Her name is Applejack. And I said, well, come right in. You know, sit right there. Let's fix you up. What you want? You want some coffee? What? And he, this is the guy. He goes, and what kind of a guy don't drink coffee? I at least have about 15, 16 cups a day. Coffee is life, me. I mean, you never know when you're gonna get it again. So he goes, well, I don't drink coffee. Oh, and he looks at me and he goes, well, honey, can you get me a hot chocolate with a mint stick? Start with a mint stick to make it sweet. And I'm like this, oh man, who the hell do you think I am, Santa Claus? But I will do that for you. When I'm walking hot chocolate, I was like, here you go. Would you like me to blow it too? And he goes, he goes, oh no. And he, and I'm walking away and he looks at me and he goes, excuse me, by the way. I said, oh, I said, oh, um, by the way, would you like a cookie with that? And he goes, sure. I said, what kind of cookie would you like? And he goes, oh, do you have any of those adorable chocolate chip cookies? I said, yeah, we just pulled from my oven. My buddy comes running up with the tray and he give him, the cookie. And I'm thinking to myself, damn, we just served a furry. How do we feel about that? My buddy Bernie goes, I feel great about it. Buddy Dante goes, he goes, well, damn, Randy, this is a strange day. We just got through serving furries for breakfast. We got rid of the lunch rush that was furries. Now we got to put up with the dinner rush and the Snoopy and all the cartoons from Cartoon Land. How y'all doing? He's greeting them as he's talking. Yeah, and he's greeting them. They're nice. They're nice people, by the way. I like them. They're nice people. And
Yeah.
tried to tell this one lady. I mean, I didn't want to offend her, but she was, for some reason she wants to tip us. She wants to tip me for some for doing doing my job. Actually,
Yeah.
job is to walk out there and make sure they have clean tables and make sure that everybody's okay. And make sure if they have kids, just help them escort the kids to the table. So this lady, she comes out her purse and she wants to tip me. So she tips me, I hug her, and while I'm hugging her, I kind of slip the money back in her purse and I walk back. And I go, oh, I forgot something. And she says, what? I give her a kiss on the cheek and go, have a nice day. I walk back to the kitchen and I resume doing what I'm doing. And she calls me
Mm.
to the front and she goes, I just want to say before I leave, you are the nicest person I've ever met. Uh, by the way, sweetie, do you work breakfast in the morning? I said, I sure do. And she goes, I'll see you at 7, okay? It's all day. All day. I'm walking away all day.
Mm.
Why do I meet these people? And why are these people drawn to me? Furries, especially. I like furries.
Yeah.
But when they come in like large crowds. It's never 2 and 3. It's always 4, 5, and 6 of you guys.
Well,
And
yeah,
I'm like,
there's groups of furries.
wow. I mean, we had like 8 My Little Pony furries in there. I mean, blah blah. We had one guy. He was actually dressed as um what was it? He was dressed as Tom off of Tom and Jerry. The cat, Tom cat off of Tom and
Yeah.
Jerry. We had one guy. He had like this Hanna Barbera Top Cat thing going. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, that works. And my friend Susan, she came in and she was dressed like Kung Fu Panda. She had the Kung Fu Panda head on.
Yeah.
I'm thinking to myself, wow, I made friends now. I got furry friends. I got furry friends. So, I didn't want to make
Yeah.
them feel conscious. So I kind of went back there and put the little grimace costume on. come out. And I'm talking to them. I'm walking around talking, and they feel comfortable with me in costume. So,
Yeah.
and my boss is like this. But damn, if I'd known you draw this kind of crowd, I'd have you in costume all the time. I mean, you could wear a uniform under the costume. Hey, I don't care what you do as long as you bring the people in. He actually had me outside as Grimace, standing out there handing out coupons as the people walked in. Like
Yeah.
actual coupons. Like you get a burger and fry. You know, and the senior citizens, like say for instance, the senior citizens, if they wanted to, they can get like a senior citizens meal, which is a quarter-pound burger, large fry, and large drink, and they would only get that for 99 cents, which is a senior meal, because
Hmm.
their senior card their senior card is good for everything except the dollar. So we give them a dollar meal,
Hmm.
and it would when we stamp that card, it's like you paid for it already. So
Yeah.
it's free. What it is, it's free for them. All we do is stamp their senior citizen card. It's all good, you
Yeah.
know. And they love it. The phrase love it, especially the senior first. I like them better. I like them more because those
Yeah.
senior furries crack me up. They're just funny people, by the way. There's one
Yeah.
guy. He goes, excuse me, son. And by the way, I know he's diabetic, so I always cut him off when he wants something sugary. Like too sugary. I always cut
Yeah.
him off. They're only supposed to have diet stuff, and we had like the diabetic candy and cakes and whatnot in our freezer.
Hmm.
So what I did was, he goes, "Can I get a Danish and some cookies?" I go, "Sure." I get this really devilish grin on my face. I kind of walk back laughing, right? Because I'm not going to give him cookies and all that, right?
Yeah.
I slip the diabetic cookies on the tray, and the diabetic dishes that he wants. I warm them up, and I put them in packets on a tray, and I bring them out. And here he goes. He goes, "Well, thank you, Sonny. How much do I owe you?" I said, "Well, let me have your card." And I took his card and I ran it through the reader. And I said, "By the way, that's a comp meal." He goes, "What is a comp meal?" I said, "It's a meal that's already paid for." And he goes, "Really?" I said, "Yeah." I said, I said, yeah, you're a senior citizen. You're also a vet, so I have to give you a comp meal. And he goes, "Really?" I said, "Yeah, I have to give you a comp meal," which is that's regulation. They have to give you, like, as a senior citizen, they have to give them comp meals. You stamp the little card, you run it to the meter.
Hmm.
There's food is paid for. So the guy comes up to the counter and he insists on paying full price. So he says, "Well, can I get?" He says, "Well, can I have my credit card ran? You know, can I run my credit card here with you and it's paid for?" And I said, "Sure, you can do that." So I take my card reader off my belt, and you know, and I act like I'm running this card through, and I push the sound button, and it goes ding, and I give him back the card. I did not run his card through, which means he still got the comp meal. And lo and behold, he thinks he paid for everything, right?
No.
And just as he walks out, I go, "Oh yeah, you forgot something." He goes, "What?" He goes, "What did I forget?" I give him a bag of those diabetic cookies for him, and I give him some toys for his granddaughter and some desserts for her too. You know, I'm a good guy. So
Yeah.
I have to give the kids, and I don't know. I don't know. The guy insisted on paying for the stuff, and I kept telling him that the stuff is cut. When they get their comp meal, anything that they want with the comp meal is automatically paid for with the comp meal.
You,
So what I did
you
was
know.
when I slipped the toys in, when I slipped the kids in some stuff, and I comped it to his meal so that their stuff was paid for. You know, because I didn't want him to make that extra trip all the way back to pay for it.
Yeah.
And plus, I like those furry people. You guys are fun to hang around.
Hmm.
You
Yeah.
guys are fun to hang around. You guys are fun. What I really don't know is how come when how come when I hang around, furry, they're always coming at me in droves. It's like billions of them, and I can't. Yeah, it's like a lot of them. Yeah, it's like you guys come at me like 10 and 12 in a pack. I'm like, okay. I meet people like, but I met one furry that was dressed up like Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
Dude, I didn't know you guys dressed up as Looney Tunes characters too. I met a Mickey Mouse furry. I met a girl dressed up as the Tasmanian Devil. Oh, I love her. She is just so cool. But
Yeah.
I did like the guy whose wife was dressed up as you're gonna get a kick. She was dressed up as she had the unicorn head. Like, you ever saw that cartoon Rainbow Bright? Please tell me you saw
No.
that. She had the she had a unicorn head on with rainbow hair, like the unicorn from Rainbow Bright. You know,
Mm.
and it was looking cool. She had. Oh yeah, I like her. So what do you? So what is your take on the thing? And I want the people from on this broadcast to really sub to your channel because you're a really good friend.
Thank you.
You're a really great person. I really like you, and I want your channel to do well. Yes,
Thank
and
you.
if you meet a furry, always be nice to them because they are nice people. And I want you guys out there in YouTube land to always be nice to them. Give them love. Give them courtesy. They are people too. Show them respect. Show them that we can be better people. And do not ridicule my furry brothers and sisters because they are people and they have kids, and those kids grow up to be adults and they grow up to be nice adults. Like the one I'm speaking to right now. She's a very pleasant young lady. Yes, I can say
Yeah.
young lady because yes, she is. Oh, she's a cute little baby face thing. And yeah, yes, I made the mistake one time in calling her kiddo, which yeah, I made a lot of people laugh at that. But she's a very nice lady, and you guys should subscribe to her channel because she does a lot of things. Like the furries I know that have channels like yours, they go into places like Target, and they get stopped, and they do things like in the Target store.
One time I
They
went
also
to bowling and it was just all furries. It was closed to the public, but it was open just to us furries to just go and go go bowling.
Oh, I love that video. I watched it, by the way.
Yeah.
I love that video. Furry bowling. Oh, I gotta show that. I gotta show that to my friends next time I see my buddy. I gotta
Yeah,
show
because
him.
it was just yeah, it was just at Chippers Lane of they had it closed to the public but open to us furries and just have a good time hanging out.
Yeah, and you guys are very nice people. That's the thing. You guys bowl and do all kinds of great things, and
Well,
I know.
for me, I treat others how I want to be treated.
You're just such a cute thing. Oh boy, I like furries. I especially like the young furry, the little furry children, the
Well,
little
I like Power Rangers.
yeah, the little furry children, and the little yeah. One of them recognized my YouTube channel as being the Green Ranger, and he ran up to me and he says, he says, "Hi, Green." I'm like this, "What's up, Shorty?" And he's like, "By the way, do you think I could be on camera with you one day?" I said, "Well, I can't do that because your parents aren't around, and And he goes, "Well, will you set this thing up for my mom so we can go on camera like you?" So I actually went to her house and set up a StreamYard account for her, which I don't usually do.
Yeah.
We don't do that. That's a thing that we don't do. But I did that for her because the little kid was all sincere and he asked, and I wanted to do something nice for this kid because you
Yeah.
know every time he saw me, he was very he's very polite, and he had this way about him, this way of making me want to do go out my way to do stuff. So I
Yeah.
went to his house and said, "Yo, I even hooked up his Super Nintendo for him, dude.
Aw.
If that ain't a nice thing, I don't know what is." I hooked up his Super Nintendo, and he goes, Mom, Mom, why is the guy hooking up my Super Nintendo?" And she goes, "Well, honey, he's just being himself. Let him be himself." And the boy goes, "But Mom, he's really hooking up my Super Nintendo." And I said, and I look at him and I go, "Son, don't worry about it. It's on me, okay?" I hook up a Super Nintendo. We played Mario World, and he had a great time, and
Hmm.
Mom went on YouTube. I didn't even know she was a furry. Had I known, I probably would have. Well, well, I kind of did kind of things that you wouldn't see me do to a furry, but she enjoyed. I think she got a kick out of it most when I
Hmm.
kind of ice cream out of her bag, right? And I was handing it to her while she putting the groceries away. Had I known she was a furry, would have not. I probably would have done. I probably would have not just hooked up the StreamYard and Super Nintendo. Hell,
Yeah.
I went so far as to hook up her damn cable. Okay,
Yeah.
well, I'm really not supposed to do, but she was nice. The cable guy wasn't due until the next day, so
Yeah.
I hooked up her son's Disney and the channels and whatnot. I put the wires in and turned everything on.
Hmm.
Downstairs, and and she goes, wow. She goes, wow, you actually did all this for me. And I said, yeah, and I did it because I was having a great time. Thank you for letting me spend time with you guys. It was fun. And the kid goes, "You're coming back to play next week, right?" And I was like, "Well, I gotta work." And the woman goes, "Well, you can come back the weekend after next. Me and my husband will be home. Oh, we're having this furry get together." So, Lord, not enough. Yes, I always get roped to doing these furry parties. They always make me do stuff. You know, I always
Yeah.
thought furries were, I always thought furries were like stodgy people. They're very serious. But these guys were fun loving, You know, some of them would like take off their heads, and get have like ice cream and cake with the children. You know,
Mhm.
sometimes I would do weird things like I would walk behind the bar, and this guy had the furry head on, right? He took his furry head off, so I crouched down behind the bar, and this little girl walked over, and I was like, "What are you doing to me?" Yes, my name is, and she goes, "What's your name?" And I go, "Well, fine, my name's Frederick Rock. What's yours, honey?" And she's telling me her name and how old she is. When doing it back and forth, and I'm crouched down behind the bar because I don't have my hand pocket handy. I feel like a total fool doing this, by the way. And after I'm doing this, and the kids go to bed, we're still down there. And the guy looks at me. He goes, "Thank you. I really appreciate that." The clown that we hired didn't show up, and come to find out, 20 minutes later, I go outside, and this jerk is sitting in his car smoking a cigar. He's sitting in his car, smoking a cigar, watching cartoon videos on his phone. I tap on the window and go, "Hey buddy, the party's right there." And he goes, "Oh yeah, I was supposed to do that party." Right? So he comes in thinking he's getting paid, right? The guy takes out the money and we're going to pay him, right? We're going to hand him the money and goes, "Oops, sorry." And he hands me the money and he goes, "Thanks for stopping by." And I look at the clown and go, "My pleasure."
Mhm.
I mean, I wasn't going to take his money, but since the clown didn't show up, I figure I'd teach this guy a lesson. Don't
Yeah.
disappoint you. Don't disappoint. I mean, have you ever hired a clown for a birthday party and him not show up? Seriously, not. I
I
mean, come
never
on,
had a clown at my birthday parties.
really? What happened? Did you show up in furry head? Come on, come on, spill. You can tell
But
me. I won't tell nobody. You showed up in furry head, didn't you?
I never went to any kids' birthday parties.
Really? Come on.
Y- Yeah.
You had to go to
It's,
one. Because I researched your furry head. You know, your furry head is a cartoon character from Hanna-Barbera, circa 1930. Your furry head is based off of a Hanna-Barbera cartoon character. They discontinued her character only after one run, but her followers, you know, her name was Roxy actually with two X's.
mm,
That's what got me. That's why I know that Fox head. I used to watch her. Hey, I'm not that old, but I used to watch the cartoon.
mm,
Cartoon was in black and white, and I used to watch it. And then it was Roxy and her little buddy. He was this little beagle, and they would play in the woods, and they would run across things like witches, such shit,
mm.
go on little treasure hunt. It was like kind of a Disney type thing.
Mm.
Yeah, I think you would have enjoyed it, but I don't think it was around when you were. I think it was around before you because you're kind of
I
young.
I was born March 24th, 1992.
Yeah, you were kind of young, like I said. So yeah, I watched that cartoon in 1975.
mm,
Yes, we did. That was actually yeah, it was still in black and white, by the way. That was when Hanna Barbera was. That was before Hanna Barbera became Hanna Barbera. Actually, officially, it was still RKO
mm,
Studios. Yeah, and the cartoons wasn't called Looney Tunes. They were called Merry Melodies. Actually,
mm,
yeah. So your fox head is very famous, by the way,
mm.
and it's trademarked. Did you know that? It's also trademarked.
Hmm.
There's only two companies that use your character. Disney is one of them, and Pixar.
Okay.
Disney and Pixar. Um, the Fox and the Hound is Disney, and what
I
is
like
it?
Robin Hood.
And Robin Hood, that's also Disney, but then that's Pixar. So your Foxhead is really famous, actually. I
Then
didn't
there's
really
Zootopia that has a fox.
see Zootopia, not to mention Madagascar. They have a talking fox that's like a crime. He's like a crime lord. He's like what do you call it? He's like the criminal of the cartoon, and he kind of does things to make the penguins like
Yeah.
the gold and stuff. But
Then
that
there
fox
was
has
just a
been,
fox. There's a fox on the movie called Wild Robot. It's a good movie.
yeah, it is. There's a lot of fox. Your cartoon, your character shows up in a lot of places. It also shows up on a show called Dragon Tales. They used to come on Channel 12, I think. Channel
I used to
12,
watch Dragon. I used to
and
watch Dragon Tales.
Mr. Rogers. Well,
I
hello.
used to watch that. I used to watch
Well,
Barney,
hello.
Sesame
He would go.
Street.
The first thing he would say to your character is, "Well, hello, Roxy. Welcome to Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. Come on with me to the neighborhood of make believe."
Hmm.
I'd be thinking, okay, dude, that sounds a little creepy, but okay. Yeah, Mr. Rod. Did you know Fred Rogers was a school teacher for 10 years before he did that role?
hmm.
Yeah. He was actually a school teacher. He taught,
I always thought he was a sniper, and that's why he wore sweaters because he had tattoos. But I think that was
no,
a rumor.
Fred Rogers, that was a rumor. He was a school teacher. He was a school teacher in the California school system. He taught first, second, and third grades.
Hmm.
And then he did TV. Bob Keeshan, Captain Kangaroo, the Captain
Oh
Kangaroo
yeah, I used to
character.
watch that, and then my mom used to watch that when she was a little girl when it was black and white. I watched it in color.
I watched it in black and white and in color. I watched it. And did you know Bob Keeshan was a cartoonist?
Hmm.
Yes, he was a cartoonist. He drew things like actually he drew things like Roger. He drew the first Roger Rabbit for RKO Studios.
Oh, I like Who Framed Roger Rabbit movie.
Yeah, he drew the first Roger Rabbit. He drew the first Roger Rabbit. He also has a cartoon character on his show called Simon that he used to draw. Um,
Hmm.
Not just he did the cartoon character, but Bill Cosby did the cartoon character too. Simon. Bill Cosby was a cartoonist also.
Yeah.
Yes, he was a cartoonist. He would draw. He used to draw from General Foods. Him and Ted Knight. Ted Knight
And I think
drew
he
things.
did. I think Bill
Huh?
Cosby did like big, big. Uh,
He did Fat Albert and the Cosby
yeah,
Kid. You know.
yeah,
You know. Hip hip hip. You know that kind of thing. He
yeah.
did Fat
I've seen
Albert.
the movie once. Yeah, the movie
Yeah,
fell out.
I used to watch the cartoon. The
No.
cartoon came out in 1956. I saw the cart. I didn't see the cartoon until 78, and
Hmm.
I enjoyed it because Bill Cosby. He was not just a cartoonist, but he also has a degree in education.
Hmm.
He also has a degree in education. He's a
Yeah,
licensed.
Dee Dee didn't know that you are 53 years old. I told him last night on his live stream. He didn't know that you were 53 years old.
Why don't I look 53? Why don't I look 53? Huh?
No.
Yeah, I do. Actually, yeah. When I told Dee how old I actually am, he kind of looked at me and took his glasses off, rubbed his eyes, put his glasses on, looked at me again and said, "No, no." And I kind of looked at him and said, "Okay, you believe that? You believe that? What? He thought I was younger than you guys? Nope, that ain't gonna happen. Nope."
No, he just he didn't know that you're older than all of us.
Well, I am. Actually, I thought you were a kid, which I'm sorry about that, sweetie
It's all
pie.
right. It's because I sound like a kid, even though I'm 32, but I don't look like it.
I thought you were a kid because my best friend's wife, right? I walked up to her. I walked up to her. Her name is Susan. I walked up to her, put my arm around her and give her a kiss and said, "How you doing, kiddo? What's going on?" And she goes, "You still call me kiddo after all these years?" I said, "Yeah, I still call you kiddo after all these years.
I was totally fine with it, and then Tara was like,
Yeah."
"Aw."
What? Tara knows how old I really am.
Yeah,
All you had to do is ask Tara. She could have told you.
yeah,
I mean, I mean, like, what? It surprised you? I mean, you guys are young. You guys make me
yeah,
feel old whenever I talk to you. But
yeah.
though you're so cute, and I want to pinch your little cheeks. Yeah. Nah, I shouldn't pick on you. But I mean, you're, you're like, how can I say it? You're not a kid, but I call you kiddo, and I don't mean to. Hell, my friend's wife gets a kick out of it. I mean, I walk up to her, and first thing I do is I walk up to her, and I look at my friend and I go, hold my coffee with and he goes, why? I hug his wife and I go, it's a pleasure to see you, kiddo. And she goes, thank you. And I look at him and go, give me my coffee, man. I mean, his wife, you wouldn't believe how young they are. His wife, you wouldn't believe how young him and his wife are. His wife is 22 and he's
Mm,
24. He's
yeah.
24 years old. And I look at them and I go, and he goes, so what do you call me? And I said, how you doing, young man? He goes, oh, damn. You make me feel bad every time I see you. I don't mean to, but, I don't mean to make him feel bad, but he looks like he's
Yeah.
fresh out of school, man. He comes along with his fresh little haircut and his clean shaven baby face. I'm looking at him and was like, you sure you old enough to be hanging out with me, man? He's like, well, where are we going? I said, I think we need ID to get in this movie. Hold on, let me pull mine out. They're with me. Dude, my friend looks so young, right? The ticket taker who was my buddy had to like sneak him in.
Yeah.
He's 24, but to look at him, he looked younger than D. He actually
Yeah.
looks
People
like
think I'm a high schooler.
hell. I thought you was in high school. I'm too embarrassed.
No.
Yes, dude, I called you kiddo. No, I don't. What? I didn't
I'm
embarrass you in
totally
front of
fine with it.
Dee. I know. I know. Dee got a kick out of it. He said, "Boy, when you called her kiddo, I nearly fell out my chair." He said, "Well, how old are you really?" I said, "Dee, I'm really 53 years old." He goes, "No." I said, "Yeah, really." He didn't believe it. I said, "Really?" I told him my birthday. and he texted me. He texted me, and the first thing he said was, "Wow, you're older than my." And I said, "Don't finish that sentence." I mean, most of our friends, I'm as old as their parents, actually. And hell,
Well, my parents are older.
I know they're probably like, "When is that girl getting home? Damn it! She's supposed to bring my denture grip. Oh, damn it! Hold on, my arm just fell off. Let me pick it up." No, nah, I get a kick out of teasing Dee Dee. Like when I go on the
my
blast
parents
and everything.
are my
Nah,
parents are 69.
well, they're not too much older than me. They probably be
So
like,
you're older than my sister.
really?
Uh-huh.
Get out of here.
Because she was born October 9th, 1985.
Damn.
Yeah.
That
So you're
is
older than my sister.
wow. And I bet
And you're
you,
older than my husband.
really?
Yeah.
Come on. Come on. I thought you was at least what? I thought you was at least, when I first saw your face, your actual face, I thought you were like 18, 19 years old, 20 at the most.
No, I'm 32.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but you got the kid face. I can't help that. You got the kid.
Yeah. I'll be 33 next year.
No, I'll be 54 this year. Well, next year. I cannot believe it. You got the baby face. Oh, dude.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
because my height is 4'10", so I look like a kid, but I get to hide my age.
well, I got to be about 5'9" at 14. Actually, I was 5'9" at 12, but you know, I can't help that. It's
Yeah.
something in the water. Just saying. Dude, I ran into so you'd be surprised. Not just young people are furries, old people. You know, you be
Yeah.
I was surprised when I found out you were.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Dee Dee told me that Roxy would be in his stream. He didn't say you were a furry. He surprised me. I thought you were a kid. Surprise again. There goes
Yeah.
kid. And he pulls me aside after the broadcast. He goes, "Randy, you really shouldn't call her a kid. She's probably as old as you." And I said, "Not likely, Junior." And he goes, "Why'd you call me Junior?" I said, "Because when I was your age, you probably weren't born yet." And he was like, "Oh, crap. I feel like a total." I said, "Don't feel bad." But Dee Dee's cool about it, though.
Yeah,
Tara,
he's fun. He's
I,
fun.
call- I call Tara. She goes, how you doing? I go, "I'm fine, Tara." Oh, and this girl named Ariana, I think you know her. Her name is Honey's. I call her my cute blonde-headed little pony because she has blonde hair and she reminds me of Applejack on My Little Pony with that blonde hair. Her dude,
Hmm.
she totally looks like a pony.
Yeah.
I mean, she's 23, but hey, she's still my little buddy.
Yeah.
She's very nice. She makes these animations too. She's a very good artist, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't even know she could draw. I was like, oh my god. I thought you drew your online Fox thing.
No.
Really? I saw your actual face, and you look like a teeny bopper kid when you want one. No. when you were young, I was probably what, a teenager. What I was well, I didn't get acne until I was 40. Actually, I didn't get acne until I was 42.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm kind of a slow whatever. I'm kind of a slow grower, so I didn't get acne until I was in my 40s. You probably didn't
So,
get acne.
um, no, I never got acne so bad like other people did.
No, I probably got like one or two zits, and that's about it. One or two zits, that's about it. But then I'm kind
Yeah,
of
it's just
lucky.
my skin is so dry that I didn't get a lot of zits on
No,
all of my
no,
face,
no, but you have such a nice face, and you got a nice smile, dude.
even though it's crooked.
Nah, you got a nice smile. I like your smile.
People used to
And
tease me.
you remind no, you remind me of my older sister when she would smile. Dude, I got such a kick out of that when I was a kid. And we would play games like cards or something, and she would smile across the table at me, and she would make me laugh by crossing her eyes or something. It was crazy. We would
Mhm.
do stuff to just make each other laugh. Like the time my dad was taking a shower for work, and we put whipped cream in his soap, and we put and one time he went to frost his birthday cake, and we put whipped cream in the frosting. Dude, you talking about practical jokes? My dad had a cow. He was like, "Why does this cake smell like? Damn it! Why'd you put the? Oh, see, you kids play too much." Dude. Then there was the time we actually hit his car key.
Oh.
We hid his car key so he couldn't go to work. And oh man, he had to stay home with us. And we messed with him all day long. We did things like one time he was getting dressed for work and he was supposed to wear the blue coverall, and I took out the polka dot ones. He put on the polka dot coveralls and came running downstairs. I was like, "Wow, Dad, you look really neat." He said, "Yeah, you like my coveralls?" I said, "Yeah." If you was a TV test pattern, he looked in the mirror and said, "Damn, you kids play too much. Stay out of my class." We were doing dumb stuff. We did dumb stuff to our parents. You know, my mom was the kind of mom that didn't really care what we did as long as we had fun.
Yeah.
Like the time my dad went to sleep on the couch and we tied him up and we made him look like Santa Claus. We put like the cotton on his face to make him a beard and the Santa Claus hat, and we
Yeah.
covered him up in a blanket, you know. And my sister took a picture of him and we made a Christmas card that said "Ho ho ho, Merry Christmas, dude." Yeah, but I gotta go, but I will see you
Alrighty.
again. And I want to do this again with you, to hype your channel, to make your
All
channel
right.
build it. Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Oh, I love you, girl. You're a bud. And yeah, I'll see you later.
All right. Bye.
Bye. And